than 2 months, we have paid over 471 million. Now, let me just read maybe the first 2 paragraphs, then I'll do some explanation. In a space of 42 days, the National Health Insurance Authority has paid its credentialed healthcare providers over 471 million cedis to cover claims submitted for periods up to January of this year, 2023. Now, for the first time in several years, the NHIS is back into the accepted 90 arrears window, which means that health providers would be owed effectively 2 months of claims. That's for the months of February and March. Now, let me quickly explain that as of January of this year, our claims payment was an average of 150 million Ghana cedis a month. It has jumped to close to 200 million. That's the hospital for a month's care for Ghanaians, all Ghanaians who attend hospital. Why the jump from 150 to about 200 million? It's because, if you remember, we reviewed the prices that we pay for the services and for the drugs. And someone asked, Doc, why did you review the prices? We realized that one of the biggest challenges at the National Health Insurance is this practice of health workers taking money when people visit the hospital. And the reason some of them, or most of them, give is that the prices we pay for our medicines on our benefits package does not match the market prices. So we quickly have to review the prices so that what we pay them is close to or the same as what is paid on the market. But then we realize that most still engage in that practice of taking money when we go visit even with a car. And so we did a study or a search and realized that over these years, anytime we pay money to hospitals, they are the only ones who are aware. No one else knows what they have received. And because of that, some tell their suppliers, that is those they deal with, those who give them medicines, those who give them detergents to run the hospital, that, oh, for a long time they've not paid me. How do you verify? Nobody has information. So we launched a policy, and I'm happy some of you were here. We call it the Sunshine Policy, where every month, this 471 million, all the hospitals that have been paid, what Confanoche got, what Sutensi Hospital got, what Wa Hospital got, it's all in this file. It's available when you go to our corporate affairs director. In fact, initially, our position was to publish this file online so that any Ghanaian can have access. But sometimes you start gradually. The hospitals pleaded with us that if the whole world can see, maybe you'll be in trouble. But that should tell you possibly what was happening. Now I'm happy to say that suppliers approach us, a pharmacist came to me and said, Doc, now payments has improved over 400%. So please, if you are here, for being here today, Mr. Sodosa, let anyone who is here get at least the file for this 471 million. So that you know what every hospital in Ghana who is on our list got. And you'll be amazed how much they are getting averagely a month. Ladies and gentlemen in the media, in 2017, when this government took over, most facilities, in January 2017, when His Excellency was sworn in, the last time claims were paid, I think it was April 2016, the March of April. If you look at the arrears period, it's about 9 to 10 months. We here at the authority always say that hospitals take some time to work on their documents before they bring it to us. So we are in July, but we don't have documents for June, those who attend hospitals across Ghana. No hospital in Ghana has more documents for June because they will take some time to process all those who went to the hospital. This usually will take about it takes average 4 weeks, sometimes 6 weeks. We at the authority, because we want to be responsible and make sure your money is protected, we don't just pay when they bring documents. We also pay the director place. We go through a lot of steps to make sure that we vet to ensure that what we pay is genuine. That can take some 2 weeks to maximum a month. So over the years, what is accepted here is that some 2 to 3 months is allowed as the window for receiving the claims and vetting them. If we pay, and this money I'm going to hit the button, we are going to pay an additional 105 million this month. We've computerized all our payments. So we just hit a button. And all the hospitals, their accounts are credited. And they get a message on their phone. We are paying 105 million this month. We paid about 360. Yes, we'll be paying just this month. When I leave this conference, I just hit the button. Now, the point I want to make is that when we pay this money, we would have paid up to January, right, of 2023. Now, it means that we would virtually be owing effectively February and March. Because April, May, June will fall in a 3-month window, which we need to take claims and work on them. I am happy to announce that these 2 months effective arrears is one of the lowest we've had in as many years about, at least let me say for the past, how many years? Since inception. Since we started to run the program, at least when we had the National Health Insurance, this place started as a mutual, which means districts run their own program. But since we made it a national program where payments are made from the center, this is one of the shortest arrears windows we've ever had. We need you as partners to let the world know, so that if the hospital is not behaving right, that excuse of we are not paid will not hold any longer. And I am happy to say that the file is available with Mr. Mensah. Once you are here today, get the file and at least know what the health center in your village received this morning after the payments. Let me also say that we have expanded, as we know already, our benefits package. Meaning the health insurance is not only looking at the items that we already pay for, like cesarean section, like having an appendix operation, like having malaria, having pneumonia, chest infection. We have added conditions like childhood cancers. All parents who had children with cancer had to pay from their pocket. But now the bills are brought to the National Health Insurance and we pay. I'm happy to mention that women with breast cancer who had to pay for a very good drug, accepted from their pocket, an expensive drug, now the health insurance pays for them. I am happy also to announce that before the end of this year, the National Health Insurance Authority, with the support of the Nana Ekufuado government, is for the first time going to pay for mental health conditions. At least the topmost conditions that are seen daily in our hospitals with mental health will be covered by the National Health Insurance Scheme. We are working on the details as to the cost, how to go about it, the coding and all that. These are things we go through. So that when people take care of our brothers and sisters with depression, with schizophrenia, suicidal tendencies, with mania, all those mental conditions, they don't have to go through the burden of finding money for themselves. And the drugs that are not available from the mental health authority, this authority will be paying for those drugs so that we can support those with mental health care as well. I'm happy to announce that our app, my NHIS app on Play Store, is still active and kicking. The good news is that when you download this app, you can download our benefits package, which has every condition we take care of and every drug that we pay for. So please, it's free. Just try and download on your phone, and you can get all these details. I've mentioned it already, I'll say it again. With the digitization of Ghana's ecosystem, you don't need to visit our office to be registered with the National Health Insurance. With your Ghana card, you can go on this app and register even if you're the first time. If you're already registered, you can check your card on the app, whether you're active or not. And this is important. Some are registered, but they are not active. They go to Rich Hospital in the morning, they tell them, bring your card. They say, oh, madam, when we killed him, we are sorry, your card, it expired only in May. And that is a problem because you cannot benefit from the National Health Insurance Scheme. And when they renew your card that morning, you have to wait at least for 30 days, unless you are pregnant and can show your scan. So please, let's make sure that we are registered. Myself, I am registered on the scheme. My children are registered on the scheme. My partner is registered on the scheme. make sure all your loved ones are on the scheme. If anything happens to them, health insurance will remove a lot of the financial burden. So ladies and gentlemen, the talk in town that portrays or creates the impression that it's only paracetamol that you get, forgive me, it is pedestrian talk. And I would like you to partner us to spread the gospel. In fact, this presentation I'll give you, with patients they've seen just last week, and the number of drugs that were given to NHIS patients. So let me just mention one or two. In Ashanti, from 26th of June to 30th of June, about 5 days, just by saying about health insurance based on their knowledge 13 years ago. At the Lekma Hospital, between this period of 26th to 30th June, 466 people visited OPD. 319 visited with NHIS card. Each got an average of 3 medicines before they left the hospital. This is live data. And I'll plead with you, please, once in a while, visit the hospitals yourself, especially those close to where you live. Check what is happening. We'll be happy with the feedback. At SDA Hospital in Tamale Metro, 94 people visited the OPD from 26th to 30th of June, just last week. Out of 94, 83 came with a car. Each got an average of 4 medicines. Ladies and gentlemen, outside Accra and Kumasi, an average of 80 to 90% of all those who visit hospitals, they go there only because they have NHIS card. Without a card, they would have avoided the hospital. That is to tell you the level of access that we are giving you. And just 3 days ago, National Insurance for the first time credentialed the International Maritime Hospital, IMA, one of the finest hospitals in Tema. When you go there, I visited the place is usually quiet or empty. Everybody is running to Tema General. Why? Because they take health insurance card at Tema General. It's not accepted at IMA. Just 3-4 days ago, they have now come on our list. And if you are here and you live close to Tema or you are within that precinct, you can visit the International Maritime Hospital with your NHIS card. And I am absolutely sure that in 30 days' time, if you visit the hospital, the place will be as busy as any other hospital you know in this country. So on this note of requesting your support, of thanking you for forgiving us for the late start, and of pledging to get your family and friends on the National Insurance Scheme, let me thank you very much, and may God bless you all.